take care of some things in the house. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Plus my morning routine and all that. You feel me? Oh, here we go. Boom! Oh, shit. They got me high, man. I had my coffee today. I had my coffee today. I skipped coffee a couple of days, and then I did a detox. Now I'm high off of coffee. Let's get this going, man. Gotta get warm. Gotta get warm because it's cold. Fred Blogs, good afternoon. What's up? Good morning.
Morning.
Hi. Fred Blogs, what's up? What's up? Oh man. This summer gonna be hot. I can imagine that this summer is going to be hot as fuck because just winter is lagging. I guess the groundhog saw a shadow or not or something. I forgot what it is. If the groundhog sees a shadow, then we have 4 more weeks of winter or something like that. Real King, good morning. What's up, man? We starting off kind of slow. You ain't got no. Well, let me just talk about what I want to talk about. Basic idea of your destiny lies in your identity is you have to be consistent in who you are. Good morning. First, it's important to discover who you are, find out who you are. Excuse me. Because, I mean, if we look at destiny, right? We look at the word destiny, it's what you're destined for. And if you also, another variable of the word destiny is destination, right? Meaning where you end up, right? So the reason why your identity, your destiny lies within your identity is because who you are dictates where you're going to go, right? Because we don't attract what we want. We attract who we are. That's why we always tell you guys the truth is inside you, tell you guys about improving yourself. So anything that you want out of life, you have to consider the the characteristics, the frequency, the traits. You understand? The traits of the things that you want. Good morning. The traits of the things that you want. Rely on your identity, because your identity is the thing that's going to help you make all the decisions that are going to ultimately get you to your destination. So if you are a poverty-minded, scarcity-minded individual, then that's going to be the result of your reality. That's going to be the result of your destination. So what does that look like? If you're always worried, like every thought that you think has to do with lack, right? You think about money, and then all you can focus on is the money. It's like, oh, all I have is this. I don't have no money. I'm broke. I'm this. I'm that. You understand? Like you keep thinking those thoughts, and it becomes a part of every thought, word, and action is a part of who you are as a person. So if you keep having those thoughts, Mr. Justin, what's up? Fred Blogs, I found had to be energy urge 3 different females in my life. Okay. The thoughts that you have is a part of who you are. So all you're thinking about is being broke, and you're worried about money. You're worried about this. You're worried about that. Like, for example, if you go to a restaurant, you don't really tip like that. You know what I'm saying? If you go to the gas station, you only buy the cheapest fuel. If you if you go to the supermarket and there's a choice between, the fancy stuff and the generic stuff, you always buy the generic stuff. So you're always putting your mind in a frame of having less than, being broke. Abundance is, you're not on the frequency of abundance. And that's who you are. They call, people like that, they call you cheap, shit like that. For people like that, it's harder for you to get rich. You understand? Because the rich man, good morning. Let me tell you what happens to the rich man. The rich man understands abundance. The rich man understands that when he go to the gas station, he's going to buy premium fuel. Good morning. The rich man likes to tip generously because his frequency tells him that he is in the mind of abundance. Good morning. Even when he was broke, he would still try his best to tip well. He would still try to buy the fancier things, or the thing that's just a little bit better than the rest, because he's not looking at where he's at now. He's looking at his destination. He's looking at where he's going to be. So he's putting himself in the frequency of where he's going to be. He's putting himself in the frequency of his destiny, his destination. You see what I'm saying? So that's why you got to be careful how you think. You got to be, I know sometimes this money get tight and you got to be frugal with your money, and you have to be, but see, the thing is, don't be cheap, be sensible. You understand? If you have a schedule for your money, if you have a budget, then follow your budget. Nobody's saying to spend recklessly. Nobody's saying that. But the point is that in your mind, good morning, in your thoughts, words, and actions, you want to put yourself on a frequency where you know what it is to have more. You know what it is to be more. You know what it is to do more. Because how do we attract money in our life? We provide value, right? So we have to understand. And if you guys, this is a good segue to let you guys know that the latest installment on the Masculine Identity membership is called Masculine Identity and Money. So I talk a little bit about this, what I'm about to talk about now, and to explain how to think of money and how to think of the abundance mindset, and how to attract more money in your life just by the way that you think, right? But we provide a certain level of value. But see, when we look at life and when we look at everything as expensive, or we don't look at the fact that we're broke, what are we really saying? What we're really saying is that we don't have enough value in ourselves to offer to the world. So that's why we don't have a lot of money. That's why we don't have a lot of abundance. But see, I want y'all to notice something. I could get on a YouTube live Any day of, and I could wake up out my sleep. All you gotta do is give me a topic and I could spit game. So my level, my value in the game that I got to spit about life, relationships, sex, money, anything any facet of life, I can wake up out of my sleep and provide value, and I have that in abundance. You understand? That's why I do these discords every day. That's why me and Lucario, we do the Bad Boy Show every week. That's why we do the Real Game No Theory Show. All we need is a topic, and we could just spit right off the top of the dome, and provide value, provide valuable information for young men, shit, for all men really, and even for women, right? We do coaching sessions. The knowledge and value that we have in ourselves is abundant. So what does it? So if I have all this abundance inside of me, then guess what? That I'm gonna look at it a certain way, and that's gonna be the source. I'm gonna, instead of focusing on what I don't have physically or materially in my bank account, I'm looking at the fact that I have an infinite abundance of knowledge and game inside of me. You understand? So, and because I know what's inside of me takes precedence over what's external, meaning what's on the outside of me, I know that potentially I have the ability to take the value, the abundant value, the infinite abundant value that's inside of me, and turn it into an infinite abundant amount of value into the world. And for that value, I will be compensated in different ways. Not just monetarily. You understand? But see, again, it takes a certain type of mindset for you to get that. And then you have to look at who you are. Who are you? Who are you? You understand? Can you draw? Look, think about yourself. What about you can you replicate infinitely, right? So, because some of us have the ability to draw, where we could come up with ideas for characters, or we could just look at something and draw it artistically, and it looks doper than the real thing. Good morning. Some of us have the ability to teach, right? Some of us completely understand how to relate to other people's ability to recognize ideas, and we can use that as our ability to teach. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the teachers in the world, right? Some of us have an affinity for science, and we can sit there and abundantly talk about and connect and share ideas about science. Some of us have the ability to explore the mind through psychology, so we can help people with their problems psychologically. Some of us have there's always something about each of us that is in abundance, right? And we just have to recognize it. But see, that abundance it directly speaks to your identity, who you are, your purpose, the reason why you were created. And all of us have a different thing. That's why it's your identity, because all of us is like your fingerprint. You see what I'm saying? It's something that's different about you. It makes you different from the other person, but it's something that is also abundant. And it can, if you think about it the right way, meaning if you get in tune with your identity and you understand the importance of how you craft your thoughts, words, and actions, excuse me, you can literally design your life to reflect the abundance inside of you and translate that to material abundance externally, meaning whatever, your bank account, how many women you got, how many cars, your house, your clothes, whatever you trying to do. Or if you have an abundance of discipline and the ability to work out and eat right and all that shit, then externally you can have whatever type of body or physique you want, so to speak. You get what I'm saying? So it's very important that we understand why our identity is so fucking important. You understand? We have to really, truly understand exactly why our identity is so important. It's important because your identity gets you to recognize the thing, the special, specific thing about you, right? That is lying, is for many of us is lying dormant because we haven't discovered it yet. But there's something specific inside you. that is in abundant value. And when I say abundant value, that means you can access it and it never runs out. You understand? Maybe you have a creativity for music. You understand? Think about a musician who's really, really good. You think about this. There's over 88 keys on the piano. And shit, you got somebody like Stevie Wonder who's fucking blind. He's blind. He can't even see. And he's able to hit every key perfectly to play a fucking song like you couldn't believe. That's abundance. You see what I'm saying? You got somebody like Prince has passed. Rest in peace to Prince. Somebody like Prince, when it comes to music, he can play every fucking instrument and he produced all his music by himself. Have you ever listened to some of his songs and then you think to yourself, wait a second, this guy was in the studio by himself and did this? He arranged the vocals, he arranged the music, he came up with the fucking beat, he came up with the idea for the song, he wrote the lyrics. That's abundance. You see what I'm saying? You got some guys who they just know how to build a fucking house. They know how to get. I watched a video the other day. This dude, he had a hammer and some nails, and he literally hammered nails into a piece of wood faster than a fucking nail gun. That's abundance. You understand? He tapped into his shit and figured it out. Was like, look, I can do this faster than a fucking machine. That's abundance. You see what I'm saying? You got people who could sing. They could use their vocals as a fucking musical instrument. You got people who could, who are very athletic physically. Look at somebody like John Morant. He could literally jump out the gym. He blocking shots with two hands. And he's not as tall as most of these niggas. That's abundance. You see what I'm saying? But we gotta tap in. We gotta look at ourselves. That's why I created the Masculine Identity membership. Because when you could recognize exactly who you are, oh man, it's like opening up a suitcase with as much money as you want. I wouldn't even put a definite price on it. Because who knows how far you can take it. Good morning. You understand? When you unlock your identity, it's like oh fuck. When you unlock your identity, it's like unlocking a suitcase with my fucking gimbal is done. I need to charge it. But anyway, when you unlock your identity, it's like unlocking a vault with as much money as you want. You understand? Literally as much money as you want. Because the only thing that's stopping you, when you lock into your abundance of your identity, the only thing that's stopping you is how much value you want to put out in the world. Understand? Because the value that you put out into the world is equivalent to the amount of money that you can make. So what's really stopping you from making as much money as you want? Nothing. You understand? And it's crazy. Ironically, the things that stop most people is the self-doubt and the scarcity mentality. You understand? And the negativity and the fragility of ego and all that type of shit. You see what I'm saying? So what can stop you from making all the money that you want to make in this world? Absolutely nothing. But the one thing that can stop you is you. You see what I'm saying? So in that respect, your identity is like a double-edged sword because you're the one that controls it all. You understand? And that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. You control every last bit of it. Good morning. You control every last bit of it. Why? Because that is your identity. That is who you are. So you literally choose who you are. Are you gonna be the abundant guy or are you gonna be the scarcity guy? It's up to you. Good morning. You understand, guys? So I had that in my mind this morning. I just wanted to share that with y'all. And like I said, that has a lot to do with the latest installment that I put on the Masculine Identity membership. So y'all go check that out. Go to masculineidentitymembership.com. And I'm going to cross over to Instagram Live so y'all could come follow me over there. Yeah, y'all could come follow me over there. My Instagram is Miles in the Game. Miles in the Game. Good morning. Miles in the Game. Miles in the Game. Sorry, guys. My damn gimbal ran out on me. So back to the old format with the shaky cam. But I'ma holla at y'all, man. Today is Wednesday, so today we doing the next installment of the Bad Boy Show. If y'all want to be a part of the Bad Boy Show podcast, go to go to patreon.com. Patreon.com. Our Bad Boy Show podcast is on Patreon. So go to patreon.com/Mr. Locario. And y'all can sign up over there if y'all want to hear the Bad Boy Show podcast. And then we also doing the money game show where we talk about finances. That is on the Locario Motivation channel. So go to YouTube, type in Locario Motivation, and the channel should pop up. And y'all can subscribe and see all the episodes for free of the money game show where we talk about, like I said, finance, life insurance, plans, budgeting, all that type of stuff, even careers. Good morning. All right, guys. So I'm gonna cross over to Instagram. Y'all could come join me over there. Yeah, man. Have a good day. Be good to yourselves, and remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.